Hello, moviegoers, and welcome to the final episode of Have You Seen It with Denise for this 2024 season. Before I get into my review, I'm going to get into my favorite actor for this week. And my favorite actor for this week is Octavia Spencer. Three of my favorite movies starring Octavia Spencer: The Help, Academy Award, The Shape of Water, and Hidden Figures. So if you have not seen any of those movies, check them out because Octavia Spencer is my favorite actor for this week. All right, folks, I'm going to jump into I'm going to jump into my review. My review this week comes from Netflix, and the movie that I watched recently was Carry On. This movie stars Taron Egerton, Jason Bateman, Sophia Carson, and Danielle Deadwyler. Those are the main characters in this movie. This movie kind of sort of reminded me of, but not on the same playing field, in my opinion, as a Die Hard movie where you have one person whose job is to save everybody else. All right, so in this movie, you have Taron Egerton's character. He is a TSA employee at LAX, and he is in a sticky situation this particular Christmas Eve. Now, to give you a little background on this particular character, he is a police academy reject, if you will. So he's, got a significant other who does her best to kind of boost his self-esteem because, he's kind of figuring, the academy turned me down, so I'll just do this TSA thing. But she kind of feels like, you can give the academy another, try. But in the interim, you do have to pay the bills with this TSA job. So in an effort to seek a promotion, he figures if this is going to be my line of work, is this what I'm going to do? Let me try to get a promotion and let the boss see that, hey, I am worthy of a little bit more responsibility if you're willing to, risk it all on me. So he is in the TSA line. So he is, given that job to you just take care of the security, keep the line moving, etc., etc. Well, as people are going through the TSA security line, a traveler looks into one of the storage bins where you put all of your belongings, and this traveler says, "Hey, this is not mine." And what it is that he sees is an earpiece, and it's just a single earpiece, and she's like, "It's not mine." And he's like, "Well, I don't know whose it is. I'll just put it in lost and found or whatever." But through that earpiece, he gets some information. He hears something, puts the earpiece in his ear, and this is where his day is going to go from bad to worse. Because speaking through that earpiece is the character played by Jason Bateman, and he's giving him specific instructions on what he is to do, what he is about to see, go through the TSA security line, and what he must do to make sure a certain carry-on luggage gets through without any inspection, because it is filled with, of course, a dangerous toxin that can kill people. And Jason Bateman's character needs that carry on the plane. And so throughout the movie, he is given, bit level instructions on what to do, when to do it, what to say, what not to say, who to say it to, who not to speak to, and who to avoid. And so as he's listening in, of course, he's kind of like, this is some BS. I got a job to do. And once he realizes that he's being watched from another individual who is situated in an area outside of the airport, and he sees his every move. And so he is now, he must comply with these instructions, because of course, if you don't, we're going to kill your significant other, who also works at the airport in another capacity. So that's the movie. Okay. You have a TSA agent who is following the instructions of a stranger, but as he is doing this, he's putting other people in harm's way. He's putting not only his fellow co-workers in harm's way, his superiors in harm's way, potential passengers, and so forth, because as he's listening in to these instructions, his behavior is out of character, and he's acting very strangely and suspicious to those who are working the same shift as he is. So that's the movie, folks. And so it's a race against time, because at some point our hero decides, enough is enough. You've been, jerking my chain, all morning, and it's time for me to fight back. And so that's when all of the real action occurs, when he kind of bucks the system, and the person in the earpiece sees this. And so now you have this real battle going on. So I'm not going to tell you how it ends, who survives and who does not. But that's the type of movie that Carry On is. So if you want to check it out on Netflix, please feel free to do so. All right, folks, I am going to jump into my Nailed It. And my Nailed It for this week, my final Nailed It of this season, is Marilyn Monroe in the movie 7 Year Itch. A couple of things. First of all, her wardrobe in that movie was fantastic. She wore several different white outfits. She had on a black and white polka dot outfit. She had on a white sequin halter outfit. She had on a pink pantsuit outfit. And then she had on the iconic subway outfit, where she stood over that subway grate and that breeze went up her dress and flew it up, and she struck that pose. I got to tell you, folks, I wanted that dress for myself, and I wanted those shoes for myself. I mean, you talk about an iconic pose. Marilyn Monroe did that. So she is my Nailed It for this final week of Have You Seen It for this 2024 season. All right, folks, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please hit that like button, and we appreciate so much your support and your viewership, and we hope that that continues as we move into 2025. And guess what, folks? You can follow me on BlueSky. All you have to do is go to HYSI, and you will find me there on BlueSky, where we're going to be talking about everything movies. So if you are going to the movies during this holiday season, and I hope you are, because I will, we can talk about it on BlueSky. Any kind of comments you want to make, if you've seen something, drop them in the comments on BlueSky, and I will see you there. All right, folks, it has been a fun season, and I hope to see you in 2025. And in the meantime, I'll see you on BlueSky. Bye-bye.